Wow, thank you so much, class. Hi, I'm Aiden Dodge, and today I'm going to be doing my presentation on the Cuban Revolution. So let's just get right into this, shall we? So before the revolution, Cuba had just got out of another revolution where they won independence from Spain. During this time, America was in the middle of the Great Depression, which really affected Cuba because America had a big involvement in that country. Cuba was a communist country currently, which meant property was public and everyone had to work. So during this time, Cuba is really struggling because their economy is not doing good and people are not happy. So stage one, we introduce Fulgencio Batista. He's the one who developed the Cuban Communist Party, and he was an okay president up until he let a new president take his place in 1944, which he came back in 1952 to overthrow the government. And then he suspended the Constitution and became a dictator. During this time, he ignored social and economic issues, and he did not care for the opinions of the public people who didn't really like him back. Stage two, we introduce Fidel Castro, who is the leader of the revolution. He has a doctorate in law, and he supported the poor. So he ran for Congress, but was shut down by Batista, and this did not make him happy. So he tried to take legal actions to get Batista thrown out of power, but of course those didn't work. So he led a rebel attack that failed against Batista, and this eventually led to him being sent to prison. So now Castro stands trial for his rebel attack, and during this trial, he gives his infamous "History will absolve me" speech. During this speech, he exposes cruelties of Batista, and this really gains the hearts of the public people, and their outcry gets him out of prison early. But once he's out, he has more unsuccessful attacks against Batista, but this leads to the development of the July 26th movement, which is important in the revolution because this led to the fall of Batista. So, stage four, Batista lost American support when he started repressing against Cuban rebels, and so he had no more army to fight for him, so Batista retreated from Cuba. And during this time, Castro invaded Havana and was made the new leader of Cuba. After that, he executed any old Batista generals or political figures or anyone that supported him, and he was the new ruler of the rebellion. Stage five, there was early support for Castro. A lot of people liked him, but after he started kicking American businesses out of Cuba and being anti-American all the way, he lost support from America, and Cuba's economy suffered, so they gained support from the Soviet Union, which made America even more mad, so they placed trade tariffs on Cuba, devastating their economy. This all happened during the Cold War, which Cuba was caught in the middle of. So this led to a long time of struggles for Cuba. So stage six, trade got better in the 21st century, and Castro died. That's unfortunate, but thank you so much for letting me have your time, and I love you all.
Wow! This guy, Aiden Dodge, is so amazing. Go follow him on Instagram, Aiden N_D.